action. The one, the only.
In the life with Steve Stanulis. In the life with Steve Stanulis. In the life with Steve Stanulis. In the life with Steve Stanulis.
Welcome to In the Life with Steve Stiles. My name is Steve Stiles. We're at an amazing spot at the DL, one of my favorite locations downtown. We have amazing guests right off the bat. Let's get up for Big O and Mad Mike.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? How you doing? Thanks for having me down, Steve.
Is this an amazing audience or what?
Oh man, the audience is awesome. The audience,
They get bigger and bigger every week.
you cannot get mad at that. I'm happy.
It's a beautiful audience, right?
Yes, I'm going to chill with the audience after this.
Yeah.
No.
So what's been going on, man? What's going on?
Oh man, so much. What happened this year? We just dropped the second season of Mad Mike Radio on July 29th. Really big show. Shout outs to the Matrix Studios. Shout outs to MOP, Miss Lola's house, the Cake Boys. It was a big collective. Oh, and big shout outs to Finello. Yeah, he
Finello.
came. Finello.
One of my favorite people.
Yes, he's an amazing guy. He came through. The ladies was all painted up and Mad Mike across the. Oh man, it was just amazing. I felt good about it.
Yeah, you look like you feel good about it.
Yeah, it was good stuff. It was good stuff.
Season premiere.
Yeah.
I feel great about it.
Now, how'd you guys get together?
Oh wow! All right, now he want to take it back. He want to take it far
Yeah,
back.
man, how far do you want us
How
to go?
far?
Well, I mean,
How do we
you can
start
be
the
like
show?
a condensed version.
Okay, all right, cool. 20 years ago, me and this dude had a big fight, right? And then
Who
since
won?
then,
Who won? I gotta go with Big O here, dude. I gotta go with Big O. I'm just saying, I gotta go with Big O on this.
I would say I got the better of him. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? He was the better friend. You know what I mean? He's an awesome guy.
What'd you fight over? That's what I want to know.
It was 20 years ago. I don't even
You
know.
don't remember?
I can't even.
I'm gonna set the scenario. He was smoking a blunt,
Uh-huh.
and you wouldn't share with you, and you just fucking
A
knocked.
blunt was involved. Now, a blunt was involved.
No, I know you guys.
It was but it was
It's the Black Cheech and Chong right here, these guys.
we gotta get right. That is like in my profession and being an on-air personality. That is like a performance enhancing drug. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So I feel
All
good
the greats
with that.
do it.
All the greats do it. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Without a doubt.
Straight up. But we became good friends, and we actually started out a hip hop group. We was a hip hop artist for like
Say more alternative hip hop.
alternative hip hop, yo. So when you think about the hip hop we was writing, think of like Outkast and stuff like that. And hip hop was a crazy market in the '90s and early 2000s, and we never really broke into it the way we wanted to. But one day at the studio, we were just chilling, and big shout out to DWI. Got in DWI. He has the oldest running studio in the Bronx, the Matrix Studios. And he said, "Yo, you guys are awesome." And at that time, he was running a FM station, 91.9, and he was like, "Yo, I want to get you guys down here. I think y'all chemistry together. Y'all should do radio." And it's been like that ever since. It's been crazy. From there, we spent some time over at Sirius XM. We spent some time at other FM stations all around. Shady 454, Top 40 stations, Hip Hop Nation. It's been a long adventure, but it's been great. And now I'm on a platform where I believe that it's the wave of the future. I'm on internet. I can do what I want to do. You have so many opportunities, and everybody just knows that the wave of the future, when it comes down to entertainment, is going to be online.
Sure.
You don't even watch TV no more. You watch YouTube.
As far as the internet, I mean, like we like to go the kings of live stream.
Yes.
And we've already branded ourselves as #1 live streaming show in the world. Yes, I would in the world.
In the
Yes, a
world.
lot of
The
people
world,
are not
everybody.
taking this to the plateau that they need to take it to, but we said it, and you watch our show and you see why we do say what we say.
Sure.
Yeah,
Now,
definitely.
I want to get into a couple other things, but I do have to tell everybody, I met Big O and Mad Mike a year ago.
Yeah.
And I was doing a pilot, and I actually did their show.
Yes.
Yes.
And what happened was we kind of hit it off, and you guys kind of talked me into doing this.
Yes.
And actually, Mad Mike was the guy who came up with In the Life with Steve Stanulis. You kind of created the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So that was actually pretty wild. It's pretty wild now you guys came here and kind of came full circle because you were the reason why I'm here today, which is actually pretty crazy.
I'm really pleased.
No, I mean, yeah.
I am really proud of the way it went for you. You know what I mean?
Look at my audience. It's fucking
Yeah.
huge. Look at the size of this thing. It just grows exponentially.
But no, I really want to say I was really pleased because we had a lot of shows up there. For people who don't remember, we had a network called Men. It was Mad Mike Entertainment Network, and we had a lot of shows that came up there. And Steve really, he pushed and he pushed. He wanted his show to be hot off the bat, and a lot of people coming out there in front of an audience, never doing this before, being able to talk, being able to be funny and improv and just be yourself out there is a very hard thing to do. I had people tell me, "Oh, when I get my show, I'm a rock. As soon as you get on it,
and we had, you guys had, I remember the first time I did the show, and I had these real, I wanted to do a real artistic show.
yes,
And I had these real well-refined artists, like a painter and everything.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
But we would be on after. You guys had a show called The Pebble Show.
Oh,
It was this African-American porno star. She
Yes.
had an ass from here to the end of that fucking banner over there. Right?
y'all go check her out, Pebs. Big
Pebs
shout
the
out to my
model.
girl, Pebs.
No,
the
yeah,
model.
she was awesome. But we walked in, right, and they had their own type of audience, and they're smoking blunts and fucking thousands of hip hop people and all these porno people, and these poor people would walk in. This little white girl walked in. She was like.
They were there for the Steve show. They was a little early. They got there a little early.
That
You know what I
was
mean?
crazy, but it was funny. But that's how he did it, man. He
Yeah,
did it.
and that's the way these things really go. You got a studio.
Right.
Some shows are on first, and then your show comes on after. But I know that your audience, they had a good time.
No, they did.
That time.
They all got stoned.
Yeah.
What else can they ask?
You can't beat it, man. But it's
And
it's a
that
good
theater
thing.
was how crazy was that theater? There was no air,
no air conditioning. It was just
flies as we were shooting.
yes, it was. It
Buzzing
was
around
not
our heads.
the best place to
I'm not
be.
gonna lie, in that time, I could actually say I'm real proud of how you've grown in this.
Yes.
business.
Yeah, absolutely,
And
absolutely.
just from there, we had a lot of shows to deal with. You actually took in everything that we was talking about. You actually just went there and mastered it, and you was one of the better
The
shows.
easiest person to deal with.
Steve wanted to make it happy. He's like, "Oh, this is what I
Okay.
got to do. Let's do it."
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And he never badgered me down for my A-list clients. You know what I mean? Yo, Big O, can I get them? I can't. do
That's
this.
right. That's right.
But he, awesome guy, and I'm glad to be here.
No,
you know
and
what
I'm so
saying? In the
glad
life.
you guys
I'm
came
glad to
here.
be
Only because, like I said, it's so crazy for me, and I'm honored because it came full circle. Because you're the reason why I'm here, and
Yeah.
it's amazing how things kind of synergize. But
I'm glad you kept the name.
yeah, I kept your name too, and we even got a song. You hear the song?
The song is
In the
still
Life.
yes.
So it's actually cool. Now, what do you guys? When are we gonna be able to see you guys next? And how does everybody get to see you guys? Just so everybody knows.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do some plugs real quick.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Gotta do some plugs. Right now, you can go get that Mad Mike Radio app. It's on Google Play. Around next week, we should have that in the
Actually, it's already
iStore.
published in Google and in iStore. Yeah,
You can get it next week. You can get it in iStore, not this week.
You got your iPhones.
Got
you
your
can
iPhones. Go to the App Store. You know what I mean?
You
Mad
realize
Mike
you still
Radio.
have your earphones in? Yeah.
No, actually, I did not. You know what? It's usually.
I thought you were
a habit.
expecting an important call, during
It's a habit,
No, it's all right. You can come on,
And you can always catch our show. Our show broadcasts every Saturday, 6 to 7, on 5 to 7 p.m. 5
Now,
7.
before we let you go, just name some guests, what type of guests you have on, and
Oh man, we've had an array of.
who's the
guests.
craziest guest you've had on?
Keith Murray. I don't care. You might get upset about this. Keith Murray. He's a hip hop artist. You know what I mean? Really huge in the '90s. But
they're gonna get you.
they're gonna get me hard. But you know what? He came to the show. He was on that junk. I don't know what junk you was on, Kay, but you was on it, man. And you showed me your stomach, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know why you would do that to me. You know what I mean? I was sitting like I'm sitting now, and
What do you mean he showed you his stomach?
say Mike was Keith Murray. He stood up and he lifted up his shirt and he was like, I guess his stomach was hurting. He was making these painful noises, but his whole hairy stomach was right here. You know, like, oh.
And we had another guest right
Yes,
now.
Yes, it was the whole thing. And the bad part about that was I had the legendary Fonda Ray on. I don't know if y'all remember Fonda Ray. Over like a fat rat. Y'all had her on
I
the
just
show.
listened to that.
That's great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was listening to
And we sitting there, we listening to some of her old music, and it's Touch Me, Baby, and that's on, and his stomach is in my face. It's not the appropriate music for what you're doing right now. I don't want nobody to get the wrong idea about this whole thing. So Keith Murray would have to be the craziest guest that I've had on.
Who's the funniest guest?
The funniest guest, I would have to say that was Mr. Greg Maka from Channel 11 News.
He's very eccentric.
He is a funny guy. Yes. Big shout out to Greg Maka. You can see him every night on WPIX Channel 11 News. He's a big friend of Mad Mike.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
He's the big checks.
He's the dude that was always bothering the MTA. He'd come out these huge checks, and he was just getting at the MTA. You can catch him all the time. Greg Maka's a great guy.
He's doing things for the city. Everybody who got them commute problems.
Yeah,
he's the one.
He's the one sitting there trying to fix your train station that's smelling like hot garbage. He the one that's trying to fix that hot garbage situation.
Just let y'all know, Mad Mike, we do a wide array of people that, we put independents on a platform and help them fulfill their career dreams, and that's what we do. Entertainers, all types, boxers, models, actresses. Yeah. You could be a book writer. Everybody I'm naming, we've had up there, from B class to A class to even C class. We just help you take it up to the next level. Our following becomes your following. That's what we're in the business for. That's exactly what we do. Yes. And just to add a little bit more to what O said, we actually just really signed up to live unlimited broadcast.
Yes.
We'll be on 7 days a week as well. And we'll definitely just follow us, madmikeradio.com. That's the Twitter.
At Mad Mike Radio on Twitter. Mad Mike Radio on Facebook. It's just so much you got to do nowadays just to be relevant. Like,
How do you think I get a crowd like this in my audience? And
then I don't want to sound conceited when I just be like, Google me. They be like, hey, look at me real. This guy thinks he's tough. No, Google me. I'm there. I'm for the people.
Well, I'm going to have you guys hang out with me a little bit.
Of course, man. We're going to hang out.
We'll be back in 2 minutes and 2 seconds with In the Life of Steve Stanulis with Mad Mike and Big O. We'll be right back.
Woo!